All right, hey, welcome. Y'all see here, we're gonna be jumping into Animate. Adobe Animate has some fun. Do what we can. This is part of my final project for this first semester of this animation class. And I worked on this 2 times. 11 and 3 in the morning. I exported, everything got messed up. Then I did it again. Right before class, 2 hours I spent putting all the frames together, exported, had 4 different saves, all of them somehow got messed up. So I'm gonna go live this time with y'all so that y'all can see that I'm actually doing this. And even if we got a screen record or we're gonna save it in different locations this time, different hard drives, different flash drives, try to open it and everything first before we hit that export button. Or probably export it as sequence of images and then have Premiere Pro put it all together as an image sequence. But whatever the case is, I'm happy y'all are here because we got an awesome story to tell with this animation. So let's go. Let's hop right into it. And I hand drew every single frame. Every frame in here is because I put it in there. Oh man, hold on. One second. I need to be able to. Oh, that was some nice lighting effect. Go like this. Ooh, that's nice. I like how my lights look on the ceiling. Okay. All right. Let's get to animating. That's why we're here. Sure I can bring up the chat so I don't miss out this time. And we are a go. The first thing I learned with this is to create those damn keyframes. I just say, why can't I click anything? Huh? Ah, we having problems already? And see, I can't add any keyframes. That's the whole point of this. I swear, this is like one of the worst programs. I try my best to work with it because the industry standard but I can't do. Okay, we probably just gonna have to cut it off and cut it back on. Trying to see if it's a way up here, or I should be able to just press F7 or F8. But I can't click anything. Huh? I can even scroll. I'm clicking new layer, new group, delete it, something. That works. Is it locked? This is strange. I didn't have this error at all since I started. So let's try that again. Sorry, I'm gonna have to There we go. Without further ado, let's start to add. I found the best thing to do is you just keep on inserting blank keyframes. And I'm working on the 2s, so I'm going to add it for every 2 frames. Let me make this a little easier. Ooh. Trying to change the canvas. Huh. See, I said this program is so finicky. I should be able to drag this up, but I can't. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm learning this program, but some things should already be. Alright, let's add these frames and then I'll work on bringing it up. At first I was adding it as I was going, but then I saw I had to do this for every frame. I wish it was a way where I would be able to just like drag the PNG images in there and it knows it's a sequence. They said it was a way online, but when I tried it multiple times, it was not successful. So I developed this way, and then we just duplicate the layers a lot of times. Then we move on from there. I know one of my sequences is at least this long, so I'm just preparing. And then duplicate. Duplicate again. This is like prepping the canvas. Basically boring, but a little bit down the line, it's going to be absolutely necessary. And I need to be able to see the canvas, so we can just drag and drop this stuff on there. No, that's not what I want. Man, I'm so sorry, guys, but I'm trying to drag this up so I can see more of the screen, more of the timeline, and it's not giving me that. There we go. Hey, I'm like, you should just click somewhere. And now I can go to the corner. I want to adjust how tall it is. Like, you dig? You see what I'm trying to do? Yeah. This is whack. This is this is corny. How does this come up? But I can't make it bigger. Let's go to view. Dang. Alright, we're going to have to go with this for now. We're going to have to go for this. Because I have to turn this in. And I don't know, hopefully it just pops back in later. But we're going to get to dropping these frames in here. One at a time. It's going to consist of making some folders. Alright, this is the bed over. And titling all of this stuff is helps in the long run. So if you're doing something like this, press Q to bring up the bar so you can get it aligned. If you do anything like this, make sure you label as you go, because it will get confusing. Okay, so now let's go to the next layer, next folder. Drag and drop these pictures in here. Okay, this is when he's leaning over looking. See how I could just easily do that? How come I can't do that with this? Any of these? It's just more stretching. I need that thing to go down. Alright. This is when he's looking at the dot. So now what I have to do is drag all of these over one by one. Why is the canvas not right? Bro, I'm about to get off this. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Yosef. Right now, I'm having errors on top of errors that I did not have before. I can't change the... This is supposed to be like the... Hold on. I can fix this. Let me just look around. Find the preferences. Man, I need to change the canvas size. It's like wrong, like on all levels. Expert preferences. Where is the pop-up? Okay. I probably gotta come back. Yo! I gotta cut it off and cut it back on. I absolutely don't know what's wrong. I wish these would work. This is one that I started. What's up, buddy? What's up? I'm on the live right now. You have to come back in.
Oh, my bad.
It's alright. I'm not really doing much. I was trying to get this to actually work. I want to and do some animation already. And I swore I was supposed to have auto saves and everything. None of that stuff popped up. They kept saying auto saving. Just going back that I was already working on this. Let's see. I just start from scratch again. Hey, thanks, Joseph. I just that I'm live, so I'm trying to keep things like going. Trying to keep things a little entertaining. But I know we got this. We got this. I finally got everything working, so now I can really drag and drop some things in there. Because I've drew every frame. It's at least like 400, 500 frames, probably more that I drew. On the timeline span, spread out, is like 500. And then there's like a couple layers underneath and stuff like that. So it's a bunch of frames. I'm going to count them one day. Alright, so this is the drone coming into the room. And the guy looking up at the drone. Okay. So this is drone. The drone folder. Do 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 do. Okay. Then we go back to the drone folder, go to the last image, and then all we gotta do is the same process. But I learned I have to hide the layer over top, or when you try to drag this layer to fit, if it's underneath, you're just gonna keep interacting with the top layer and be so confused. Like, I'm not clicking that. Why are you behaving as such? But the answer is just to hide the layer. Do 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 do. It's some weird weather here in California with this fog. I'm right in the literal midst of it. I seen a peak of the sun yesterday, but that was about it. It's been about 2 weeks. I might take some more vitamin D pills. I'm looking at the drone, and then I know that's gonna have to spread out a bit from experience. Okay, now let's put the drone in there. Do 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 do. Drone comes in through the window. I could add the background. I'm gonna add the background so that y'all can like actually know what's going on, because I have all of this in my head. But let's share the glory. Is this it? Yep. Let's put this in backgrounds. Drop it there. See how I was about to mess up already? I gotta duplicate, because then all them frames is from the last one is still gonna be on there and it's gonna cause problems. So I have to duplicate as many as I can so I don't forget. And I could just delete those keyframes from there. And let me add the background for y'all. Viewing pleasures. See, look, told you, gotta hide the top layers. Alright, there we go. We can tell you that background. Put that at the bottom. Sorry, keyframe. No. What is it? What is it? No. Huh. No. There we go. I'm like, it's a way to drag this out, so you can actually see everything. Okay. So let's add the drone. Finish that story. 10. I gotta make sure you click on the right frame. Like, all of this is so particular. Like, why is it still going? Oh, because I have to hide it. I'm like, didn't I just mention that twice? Alright, so there we go. This one, bang. Then we go to the next one. I really want to start doing more art on this channel. So thanks for being there and watching as I figure this out, how to do this. I used to do way more art like live on the channel a couple years ago. But I never actually stopped doing art, just doing live on the channel. But we can make this a multimedia channel where we just have fun. Hopefully some sponsors come this way. I'm just now finishing school with my finals. I did pass my coding final. And I got my 2D art class. I had to paint a painting of myself. Get into the values. I had to mix so much paint. 7 times 5 is 35. I had to mix 35 different kinds of paint and colors with different values based off the 5 hues that I had from the color wheel. I chose a split complementary colors. And then I chose like another variation of blue, violet, orange, another orange. No, 2 yellows and an orange. A warm orange and a... No, cool yellow and the warm yellow. What I'm talking about. I'm going to share that in a bit. But right now, I'm going to do this. But I was so happy to pass that coding final. Pass that coding class, period. I was considered one of my hardest classes. But it was kind of simple. I just had to allow myself to learn. And to show up to class and do the extra studying. Alright, we're moving along here. Let me grab some more frames. Okay, so we was in layer 10 folder. What's in layer 7 folder? I could barely see it on that screen. Let's just drag and drop. But it was so wild because I was supposed to turn this animation in for my final. I wanted to show it off to the class and everything. And I had to describe how it just got corrupted. I was like, man, I hope y'all believe me. But the teacher believed me. I told her I would turn it in a little later. Hold on, is this the pencil wobbling? Okay. I'm picking up the pencil, and the pencil pieces flying away. Okay, so this is the pencil fly away. And make this a little more apparent. These little dots right there. Okay. So let's get this one. To hide this. Drag it over. And then is the pencil breaks into 2 pieces during the story. So that's what I have to do right now, is put them on 2 different files so they can break off at the same time. And then I work with this one. Okay. Let's take this down some. And let's go. It should be a shortcut to click the next thing. Like, this is behind the scenes of what's behind your favorite animations. At least at this state, where it's just a whole lot of clicking and pointing and dragging and dropping. But it all comes together. I was just learning about how they were able to upscale old film footage as opposed to upscaling footage that's we make today on the cameras that's available, and how the reason they're able to do the old film is because it's actually working with photons and crystals on the actual film, as to here working with pixels. So when I found that out, I was fascinated that people back in the 1800s was able to work with photons and crystals in order to create film. And that led to where we are today. So them old films and stuff, it's crystal technology. I know it don't look like I'm putting anything there, but when you zoom in, it's a pencil flying. You can see it right now, like a little bit above the green. But then when I click the next frame, because unless I click onion skin, keep that on, you won't really see what's going on. Ooh. But I drew every frame, so I gotta put it in there. I want to do this a little faster. Alright, 52. Got all the pencils in there. Okay. So this is him picking up the pencil. Let me put pencil fly. Pencil fly 1. Now, why is it just stuck like that? Let's hit that save button. And we're going to save this in the documents folder this time. See, look at all of these I was saving. None of them work. So we're going to put this in a folder titled animation. But I don't know if y'all can see that. But I'm going to save this as final done. Then we're going to hit save as, and we're going to save this in the pictures folder as final done 1. Then I'm going to save as on the desktop. No, on my backup drive. And I'm going to save a copy on this other local disk that I have. 4 different drives. Now, if this messes up, it was just meant to be. Cause I put my word where my hands are. Like, I mean what I'm saying. I do my best. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the onion skin on. I kept it off last time, but it's pretty cool to look at. It's like if I can get it right and drop this in the good spot, I won't have to adjust it so much. So I can master that. Because I have a lot of frames to add. I'm telling you guys. Oh boy, we're gonna do it. Come on. Okay, that's the beginning of the pencil. Alright, we did that. Turn off the onion skin and... Okay, so this him there. He has the pencil. So I have some other frames somewhere. Alright, duplicate. 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 Because things can get tricky. Picking up pencil. I know you're probably like, what's the story about? I don't want to give away too much yet. Oh, wait, this is not pencil fly? Oh, this is drone. And this is pencil fly. Yeah. Yo, why doesn't that go away? Like, you see what's going on? Enter. Huh? I said this program is finicky. But we're going to keep this right here. It's still underneath of it. We're going to add this to the folder so that it can get off the timeline and we don't get confused. And this is picking up pencil. Okay. So this is the drone folder. And then create another folder for the pencils. Okay. Bang. Bang. Now we can hide that. Help us out. How about I just move this here? It's still there. It's like it's superimposed on top of everything. Whatever. We're going to live with it. We're going to live with it. Now I got to get to when the drone drops the pencil on the table. We have to add those frames. You're not a pencil. Wait, what? I just started looking at this. Oh, crap. Man, it's that error I said before. No, this is something different. See how finicky this program is? I need to be able to move. Let's just say pencil on table. Let's put it up here. So now we can adjust as we need to. Because I don't know what was going on. It's like it's a hidden layer where that pencil fly thing is. But I can't affect it. But it's workarounds everything. Because I was just looking, I was like, that pencil is not on the table. Let's please put the pencil on the table. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so we do have a 10. But this story that happens in here, I'll reveal it right now, is very personal. It's about a boy that starts to draw, and then his pencil breaks. And he never gets another pencil, and the world goes gray. And then everything, the dots and stuff come off the wall to attack him. The gray dots and the white dot comes to defend him. And in the process, they turn the world back to color. And then that drone you've seen is going to come back in and give the pencil back to our guy. Pencils. Alright. Now we have pencil on the table. And we can add that to that folder. Oh, no. That's a different one. That pencil on the table belongs with the drone. Because when the drone drops off the pencil, about right there, then now they need to be. So it's like right here. Too many layers. So where's this layer at? It is fucking... Oh. No. Yeah, I want to cut it off and start it over, but that is not in the game plan. But it's like this hidden layer. I hid all the layers. Okay. Here we go. Getting somewhere. I can work with this. But I see right here. You see right here how the drone is in front of him? I mean in back of him? I have to fix that. I didn't notice that last time. So what I can do is duplicate this layer. Wait, can I just like... Let's see. If I can duplicate the layer and then drag it over, just drag it over top. So now, put this one up here. Wait, no. Right. Copy, paste. And put it in the... And put it in a right spot. Oh, it worked. And now right here, do the same thing. Copy. Paste. What? Come on, it worked perfectly the last time. Oh, it's hidden. I'm like, what? What? Okay, so let's start from scratch. My neighbor and his dog is hilarious. So let's copy here, and then we're going to paste right there. And then we're going to unhide it this time. And we're going to do the same thing right here. Control-Alt-C. That's why it wasn't working. Control-Alt-C. And then Control-Alt-V. Alright, good. Because we're going to get this done. And then we can clear this frame right here. There we go. So now... Okay, perfect. Then what I can do is convert to keyframes. No. It's one of these. It's one of these. There we go. This is actually the ending. But it's all packaged. Now I'm going to hit the save train. Sorry, I have to do this. This is crucial. So let me save it inside of the picture folder. Okay. Then we have the drone done. Got the pencil done. Now I can work on the next set of frames. Moving as fast as I can. Alright, this is the sunlight and other things. Hey, sorry I've been missing the chat. Hey, yeah, I play video games. Check out the rest of the channel. So far the stream is moving. It's going fantastic. Alright, this is the sun coming in through the window. So now we have to add that. This is, let's title this sun. And now let's go ham. It's about 7 images. Let's go do this. Now, it's crazy I still say let's go ham. Hard as a motherfucker. Okay. We zipping through. Because this is how it starts. The sunlight is going to bake his forehead, inviting him to the new day. Woo! Woo! We can extend that out another frame. Alright, I gotta remember this so I could do this easily next time. What? Whatever. We're gonna do this. Wait. How'd the drone get in there? Alright, old-fashioned right click. It's still putting the drone. Copy. Paste. Okay. Sheesh. So now I can add that to the folder called the sun. That was like... There we go. And then we have... This is... Yeah, this is when he gets mad. That the pencil is broken. He's just like... shrugging his shoulders and... crunches up and everything. It's more towards when everything turns black and white. But I'm adding everything at the beginning of the timeline. Hold on. Make sure I'm doing this right. Man, everything at the beginning of the timeline. And then I'm going to stretch everything out to where it should be in the story. Like this takes place, and then after that, this, then this is going to happen. And in between time, there it goes, and then it should be one more him. I actually wanted to draw this scene out a little more than I did the first time. Why did he go up? And that leads to him looking over at the gray dot. So I can kind of adjust this now. Because it's going to be like later, it's going to be like... And then I know from the past that I have to stretch this frame out a little more. Because the gray dot's going to be dancing. So wouldn't that make sense to then, sad guy, to put this in the same folder so I can relax and not have to look at everything. So he's sad, looking at the folder, then dots. Gray guy. Bang, we done with that title. It's still there. That's wow. Go away. Put this in the gray mad folder. Come on. Definitely need some music. Some copyright-free music or something I can play. That's why I wanted to get on TikTok. Like, I can wild out. Where's my folder at? Alright, these are the paper files. With the paper files, this is when the papers fly off the table because he's pissed off Well, not because he's just pissed off. It's setting the scene of the wind howling in silence. It's the only thing that makes a noise and a movement. Like all the work that he was doing, that he dreamt of even doing, now just flies out the window. As if carried by outside force, outside of his control, as he sits there and watch it flutters away. Okay, this one it starts over. But what I mean by starting over is just that it's 3 papers on the table. So then that's when that paper gets on the table. Starts flying off the table. I animated 3 different papers flying. Tedious work. But hey, a good skill I learned takes not just talent, but you actually digging into what it takes to learn the things that can't be said. And then when you display them, that's what skill is. You learn the thing that can't be said. It's so many times I've been so upset. Like, how come somebody couldn't just tell me that? Instead of just trying to get me to do something. Because my mind would try to be like, hey, I don't understand why you're trying to get me to do it, so I'm just not going to do it. Not all the time. I have a very, very open mind. I didn't grow up stubborn. But everybody has their stubbornness to them. I don't care how much of a saint you believe you are. But it's really been helpful. I've lost my train of thought. I done jumped on another train. Yeah, I gotta get this box in here. It looks like it's nothing, but when I zoom, you see right there in the window, it's that white dot. Has a major effect later when all put together. Alright, now we on to the 3rd paper. Duplicate some more layers just in case I don't pay attention. Oh yeah, I was talking about skill. How you really need to hone in with hard work to develop a skill. I listened to this lady earlier saying she don't like the term fake it till you make it. And I understood exactly what she meant. Got people that act like they're faking it. They really learned a lot. They just pick up on things differently. So that comprehension is not there, but the flow factor is there. But when you get that comprehension and really care about how you think about stuff, and not just, oh, it just happens kind of vibe, you really develop a good skill. Because you got the inner vision and you got the outer vision. You're willing to work with yourself and still give new ideas. Like work with yourself like this is what we got, this is the routine. And then still along there be able to flow with the changing wind patterns. Because you can't control the wind, you can just flow with it. Alright. Woo! And that's what I've been learning. Alright, let's title this Paper. The past couple of years. But really honing it in the past couple of months, doing it with this school. Taking me back. Paper. Alright, so now we can create a group with this. Because I have a lot of skill and stuff from coming around and doing Blender and everything. But now I'm able to put it to different uses, working with the teacher and what she calling for, what things are just calling for, like using this program. I never used Adobe Animate. We had be brought up a little bit in class, and since I was doing all the other things on my own, I had a good idea on what I wanted to do instantly, because I just was flowing in that creative zone. I was like, all right, forget about everything and just travel, for real. Just travel. Travel in my mind to different places, and then just write about it. Write about how I feel. And that's what the school was helping me with. Writing more so about how I feel about things. And I'm doing all my save asses. I'm save assing to save my ass. And then there's one more. All on different drives, all on different folders. And I'm going to keep repeating it. Because if you've been through what I've been through, you probably wouldn't even be doing this right now. You probably would have gave up. It's definitely coming together. If I reveal this folder, here go the papers flying. Woo. I like how I made that one get stuck for a bit right there. Then it flies away. Okay. Let me title this Paper. Make a couple more duplicate layers. And grab some more frames. Hell, y'all, when it does all come together, y'all gonna see why I took the time to do this. I guarantee it. You be like, oh, that's where, okay. I'm glad I stuck around. If you got anything to light up, make sure you're lighting up for the journey. I'm one of them type of artists. I smoke while I do my thing. I think I get my phone. I did not be using my phone. Alright, let's play some music. Just time music. I don't get copyrighted. It's been actually a while since I listened to my old song. You know, some things come in cycles. You gotta appreciate the cycle around you. Oh, I didn't know my Santa Claus video never got published. If y'all want a treat, I'm about to publish my short now. Santa Claus rapping at IHOP. I love pancakes, so I had to make it. Alright. Let's go on View Channel. Pop tarts like the dark, I'm on the bullseye. I go where the wolves go and reside. I don't know why we holler at the moon every night, but I love it when I'm on the shrooms like every night. And I love it when she sucked at we all day. When she say that she goes, always can't stop what we doing, man. The rhythm so tight, man. Gotta keep going like LSD on bikes. Keep pedaling to the metal, man. Guitar playing, oh my God, it's Buffy the Vampire Slaying. All these demons around me and all these ghosts trying to get me, man. All we kind of get along. Oh my God, I smoke the ball. Can we see where the smoke is going? Can it reach my earth? Can it reach my turf? Can it reach Mars? You see where we going? Trying to do 5 things at once. Boom, nuclear explosions. The man get here. Why do men go fair? Why do men go rare? I'll be going so forward, but it's right in the present. That's the greatest lesson. All the blessings on the sea, all the people that's around me, counting on me, and we moving so accordingly. Shake, 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 shake that ass. Shake, 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 get fast. Shake, 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 shake that ass. Shake, 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 shake fast. Huh? What happened?
Nothing that can stop the possibilities of the realities that are passing through the millennium. We in 2005, but is it 2000?
Did I do that again?
94.
I was so excited, I forgot. I gotta hide all the layers, or you're only moving the layer that's over top of what you think you're moving. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, caramba. When I'm alone, I feel so cool. I can see those thoughts in my mind, and which one of them rules. I can't act cool to you or myself, 'cause I got too much to do, and it's not gonna help. All the forces that been felt, all the power in my hand, yeah. I keep on going, I don't care how long it lasts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. With all the explosion, see how it all was imploding. And now you see how we got to do if we wanna be so free. All them choices that led to this. Keep on going and have no fear. Hey, hey, my dear, it's never the end. Everything that they've been saying is all just pretend. And now that your eyes are closed, seeing the world inside. And now that you're thinking, ooh, baby, just why? Ooh, baby, just why? Ooh, baby, just why? I feel so cool. In my mind, I can see which thought rules. When I'm alone, I feel so cool. I can see those thoughts in my mind, and which one of them rules. Just time. This is the first part of him picking up the pencil. Okay. Good. Last time I was so confused on what this frame was. Okay. Sleeping through the world. As I open my eyes, I see it all coming together as my dreams was trying to say to me last night that it's gonna be a tremendous flight. Just hold on, the smoke will be alright. Now as I took those mushrooms, I saw within my trust in my room. Now how can I say what couldn't be spoken? Now as I'm here, it's an in-between, so I'm gonna just put this on a different one. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where's Brother Green at, man? I'll just put it here. I'll work it out later. That finds love right on time. Let's keep it, let's keep it, let's keep it together. I'm actually glad I'm doing this for the third time again, because I couldn't find these frames. Where the guy's picking up a pencil. I thought I lost them, and I just had to keep it moving. Alright. Picks up the pencils. Hey, Oh! Them calls are legit. Nice more drone stuff. Wait a second. Oh, I was going down like, why are you putting the pencil down? It's because I was doing the animation going down. Alright, but where I left off at was here. I just want to keep everything organized, so I'm going to grab all of these frames. And put it right here. And I can add the face. Like y'all can see the preview in the top. But they see the ways that I do and they wanna hold tight. When they see the ways that we stay fresh, they wanna just die. Did I do something wrong? Why can't I drag any image? Oh no, come on! On my own time, for a long time, been on my own grind. I'm clicking the keyframe, drag the image. I've been doing it all this time. What? Yeah, see, I've been doing the same thing the whole time. Now I want to have an error. What? Am I like... Alright, let's hit the save button. Let's hit the save button. I don't know what the fuck going on. But I know we hitting save. Then we're gonna hit save as. To save that ass. I'm gonna save it on here. See, it's already having an error. What the fuck is that? Make sure my hard drive plugged in. That was the problem last time. What is the error now, Adobe? I was able to save on that one. Alright. I'm gonna save another one. What? I should be able to save as anywhere. Let's do it again. Let's just duplicate. Click the frame like it should be been. And drag that thing over. Bang. Told you it was gonna work. We just had to do some random shit that had nothing. I don't know. Saving it helps stuff. Starts to fall. You'll see how you are. And dance this on. Try to stop. What? Try to keep going. Yep. It's not boring me. Things every day. They gon' say we at play. All the things on the table. Yeah, we willing and able to. All these favors through the times, baby dance through these rhymes. I'm gonna aim right here. Oh, okay. Woo, we flew through that. Breathe, 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 breathe. You leave all night. Hold on tight, slow your rhythm. Yeah. And let all them caution to rise. Sorry, great face. Great face. Okay. Harvey already did the drawing. I need these backgrounds, so then we got the sparkles. Okay. Yeah, where I got to be, tell me how we be flowing off these accordance and synchronicities. Now I see how I got unlimited energy, and she wants more, but she knows it can never be. Oh, that's a good one. It's been a while since I heard that. Come on, line up, bro. What the heck? Line up. You've been doing so good. There we go. Searching for everything as I walk around the city. Lurching for everything they said was enemies. Looking over shoulders, I got mirrors everywhere, so they can't leave everything and leave me in underwear. But I'm out here naked on the streets, yeah I'll be putting it on the line, and it's not just for me. I saw the light and I went into the dark so I can read really what's inside of my heart. Oh, I'm running down across the corner, walking across the oceans. They said I'll be a goner, but now they're the dolphins and they whispered hey. They echoed me in my mind and that was all her race. Now alright, we got the hearts. I never thought I'd be here, but now I see how emotions go down. Come on. Whew. Art, broken background. Hey, bro. He's here singing and animating. Almost done. Hey, Mom. I'm on the live right now.
Alright, go on. I was just checking on you.
I'm working on this animation. But yeah.
Yeah, my body told me to lay down. I've been getting dizzy spells for like 3 days, and I think it's lack of iron because they said I'm anemic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a crazy feeling. Like your equilibrium is like, I think it has something with your equilibrium, and that's what it feels like. And it's like this for 3 days. So today I'm just going to chill. I'm watching a movie, but I was checking on all my kids.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just checking on all y'all.
Get some rest.
That's what I think I need.
And some iron, like you said.
Yeah, Cece got me some orange juice. So I got some ice cubes and orange juice, and Russell brought me a smoothie. They gave me iron pills. I just gotta make sure I take them every day. And yeah, I need rest. Because every time I try to get up, my feet telling me no.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do a lot. I walk around a lot, you know, when I go to the stores and stuff around here. So I think my body's telling me to chill. Because, you know, I've been painting too for 3 days.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And I think, yeah, I'm doing a lot, Stefan. So I'm going to do today, and I'm going to fall back. But I just wanted to check on y'all, make sure y'all all at peace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love you so much.
Love you.
I love you. I love you. All right. Brianna went to a Christmas party. She doing her thing by herself. I think Reggie probably went with her. But the kids had a little thing going on in their school, so she might got some pictures to show you.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I'll check it out.
All right.
All
I
right.
look good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I love you, Stefan. Call if you need us.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was Mom's. Gonna bring on this beautiful day. Anything that you wish to say, make sure it brings on a beautiful day. Anything that you think, make sure it brings on a beautiful day. And when you wish to fuck up, make sure it brings on a beautiful day. And when you are smirking, make sure it brings on a beautiful day. Beautiful day. The day is up to me. The day is up to me. The day is up to me. Beautiful, so beautiful. Woo! Sparkles. Alright, we got that in. We're gonna get the dots in next, but let's put this in the proper folder. I'm gonna get confused. Oh yeah, we're almost done. Almost done. Sparkles. Alright. Now let's add the gray dots. When we make it come true, was it I sleeping or am I sleepwalking? Man, what is dreaming? This reality got me thinking that I'm dreaming. So I take a deep breath, sink a couple beneath the surface. As I recall, man, there's more to do. What's in front of my eyes? So I think with my mind and I think my heart. What my gut mind is saying. Run into the dark, baby. This is the caveman. It's astronomical. I'm doing this, baby. I'm astronomical. I'm the stars going way past seeing. All of this, all I do is believe in myself. Now as my arms are outstretched before. Oh, I like this one. To do, make it come true. For you. When we make it come true, was it I sleeping or am I sleepwalking? Man, what is dreaming? This reality got me thinking that I'm breathing. So I take a deep breath, see what's underneath the surface. As I recall, man, there's more to do. What's in front of my eyes? So I see with my eyes and I see with my heart what my gut mind is saying. Run into the dark, baby. This is the caveman and technological. I'm doing this, baby. I'm astronomical. I'm in the stars going way past seeing. I'm doing this. All I do is believe in myself. Now as my arms are outstretched before the blackness, I surrender all. Surrender, I go into infinity. I go into infinity. Rocket blasting, strapped off, I'm in the everlasting. No recall, I'm going circles, seeing how it is for me, seeing how it is for you. Oh. And when you find me, I'ma be smoking. And when you find me, better roll two up. And you know enough, we gonna get wet. We jumping in the pool, yeah, no regrets. Deep oceans, minds floating. I'm on riverboats coasting. Yo, why that lawnmower there? I think about the times when I couldn't see. I saw more within me. And now that I am cool, I love you. Oh, I love that song. Oh gosh, it's been a long time. When I finally seen what was reality, I was not surprised. Oh, you wanna know why? Because as a kid, I had those feelings that told me to go out and live, go out and live, go out. I'm supposed to be. Seeing what my mama got for me to eat. Nothing was there for this time, so I just zoom. I just zoom, and I resumed on my mission. Had to go to school, had to remain cool, so cool. Broken mind with my cards out, trying to see what they talking about. Had to walk home by myself. Ever since I was kindergarten, had the world right on my back. Shoulders, man, had to relax. Daddy like, can you dance? But was you here before? You could have showed me what to do. Move my foot like with my shoes. I'm not really loose when I got you. Yeah, I talk about me. I'm doing the quadruple save right now. It's the true reality. Took a dose of mushroom, had it all just burst out. All my thoughts is zooming and zooming, and I go. When I go, I roam. What the? Coyotes, leave me alone. Think of something on my G drive. What? Birds flying high, but I'm flying blue. Yo, hold on. They gotta cut that out. It's not even. They supposed to be here Friday. It's a Tuesday and they here with the lawnmower. Go somewhere. Like, why is it saying I can't save to certain destinations? We gotta take a quick intermission and we gotta breathe with this. What? Save my stuff. What do you mean you can't save? What? I'll save it under a different name. Final Save 3. What? This is the regular drive on the computer. It's not letting me save there or to my backup drive G. Only my backup drive. Whoa, that's scary. Now it's not letting me save at all. Yo, this program is crappy. Shit, fuck. Yo, I'm scared to move with this program. I don't understand what's going on. Save my motherfucking work. There we go. All right, let's say that again. Save my motherfucking work again. Oh, it worked. All right, let's try that for a third time. Save my motherfucking work. Hey, it worked again. I don't know. We gotta do this. We gotta try this one more time on this desktop. The documents. Save my motherfucking work. I can't describe it, but it worked. I don't know what just happened, but it worked. Got it. Just died on down. All right, let's rewind and go back. Hey, well, you said you had one of those little drawing tablets. She needs a little take iron, vitamin B, and to make sure her salt levels are not too high. Also, sugar level, sodium levels, really not just salt levels. She can get potassium. Gotcha. I'm gonna send a picture of that right now to her. Cause I'm happy she even called me. I'm happy she even called me to check in with me like that. We've been having more communication since I'm going to see her more. I'm going to actually get to see her for this holiday season. First time in 6-7 years. Way too long, I know. But everything is as it should. and we keep moving forward. Let me just take a picture. Bang. Hey, Mom. Do this too. Wait, can I do this? This way I can see the chat at the same time. Okay, let me see how it look on OBS. Okay, it's cool. We good. Alright. I'm just let it play. I'm sing along sometimes, but I'm gonna get this done. Now I was able to save. Okay, keep going. What was reality? I was not. Make sure we duplicate this list. Cause as a kid, I had those feelings that told me to go out and live, go out and live, go out. I'm just a kid, you see, being how I'm supposed to be, seeing what my mama got for me to eat. Okay, we got this. Do this. Now what do we have? We get the drum. So I can knock all this out. Alright, let's grab some more frames. Ever since I was kindergarten, had the world right on my back. Shoulders man had to relax. Daddy like, can you dance? What was you there before? You could have showed me what to do. Wilt my foot like what my shoe do. This, I got the frames now when he's getting out of the bed. It's like the inaugural frames. Inaugural as in this is how the journey starts, my brother. Well, I'll add it there and then I'll go along with it. So close your eyes and see how this reality was meant for you. Don't give up on nothing. See how it all comes together when we see how clever we are. Just how you know. Just think about it and grow. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh, you already know. From Philly to Cali, they say it's the best. I say it's the best too. You know what we gotta do. See what we gotta do. It's right on the spot. Believe it or not. I'm so damn relaxed. I'm so damn relaxed. I'm so damn relaxed. And you can't take it away from me. And you can't, no. You can't take it away from me. No, you can't get away from me. You can't, oh, you can't take it away. That's funny. I'm using my iPad as the webcam, but it's not charging at the same time. There's going to be a little intermission in between. I'm going to have to hook up the other microphone Let this quick charge real quick. Wait, I like this one. It was raining this morning, I was yawning, I was zoning, but now it's blue sky so clear. That's how we arrived on my mind. You see how we survived, now we're here. Moving with no fear, see who's near. And gotta keep them dear, climbing trees, so I can get the highest breeze. Ooh, I love the thing that says that we can't do it, because I see how in my mind I can get through it. So now that I love me, there's no relaxing. We play hard, we work hard, we do things they say goes far and deep. Far and deep. I think I put this in there. Doesn't matter how the voice sounds, as long as you can say your real emotions when you come around. Even when you act like a clown. Smoke some weed, smoke some weed, smoke some weed, smoke some more. Smoke some weed, smoke some weed, smoke some weed. Let your cold, it will awaken. So don't forsaken your dreams as you move in between. You see what you really need. Changing and changing, always go with the rearranging. Cause we gotta stay on the battlefield. And when we here, we gon' see how it really feels to be ourselves under any pressure that is felt. Gotta go anywhere below the belt, above it. Things go right in it. Yeah, we sitting. Yeah, we stay winning. Cause this is the country we see. Just like how we got to bleed. What are you expecting of me? I was always gonna have this for free. You can't pay me to do your agenda. I'll be running around on my own benders. Ooh, no fender benders over here. We too aware, like a Kodak bear. Yeah, chilling in my Batman lair, and I swear I don't really got a care over here. I don't really got a care over here. I don't really got a care over here. Alright, now it's another layer I'm gonna put on top. So it's actually folded inside of a blanket. Okay, let's go. Where's it at? But what was last night when I was feeling so dark? What was last night when I was filled in my heart? I needed you, girl, you know what I mean. I'm actually gonna skip that one. Here it is. Found it. I tried to see. I tried to breathe. I tried to run. But now I'm a star. All right. What did we just say? Okay. I'm looking for the sun. Didn't I do the sun already? I think it's this right here. Just can't see it because that pencil fly thing. Okay. So how I originally had it. Alright. That was the album. Thank y'all for listening. That's the In the Dark. In the Dark. First time I listened to it in a couple months all the way through. It's just as good. Perfect. All right. Moving along. I'm getting a lot done. I'm getting a lot done. Okay. Gotta keep going. All right. We got the other microphone hooked up. I'm sorry about that. My camera needs to charge up. So I'm gonna just hide the frozen guy for a minute, and we're gonna be in audio form for just a little while. Shouldn't be too long. Shouldn't be too long, but we're gonna keep on trekking because we are almost done. Play some copyright free.
Time to get up.
Oh, come on.
It's only 12 p.m. When are you gonna clean your room?
I'm looking for that final layer right now. Alright, I found it. The ending frames. It's about 39 frames for that. Oh, wait. Yeah, first we have to put this in the background so we don't get confused. Going to add all those frames. It's taking its time, but I'm not going to rush it because I don't want it to freeze, and I am streaming on this computer at the same time, so I have to be aware of that. Hey.
Work hard. Your truck should too. What efficiency.
Okay, it's still loading. It's still doing its thing. I'm not going to click anything. I'm not going to click on it. Yeah, it's trying to process something. Let me cut out some background apps. Like VCam is Ableton Push. EA app. I'm gonna cut off my Bluetooth. Woo! Okay. Patience is a reward. This is a reward. Oh, I'm glad I didn't click anything. Alright. Got my frames in. Alright, y'all got the preview, so y'all can be a little excited as I am. As I turn on some more exciting music. Let's do electronic drum and bass. Copyright free. Let's see if that exists. And the tablet is charging up right now, so I can get the camera back on eventually. Our line is not charging up. Let me make sure that it does charge up eventually. charging. Okay. Woo, had me scared for a second. Had me scared. Oh, yeah, I just got this thing. I'm on a payment plan. Can't be breaking on me now. I do got insurance, though. So eventually I lose one and get another one. Shh, 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 shh. Allegedly lose it. Alright, let's move on. Let's move on. No, so they ain't watching me. Oh, oh. Alright, I'm gonna have to hide all of these layers that's in here, so it doesn't affect this. But let's go. Oh yeah, I was trying to see if it existed, the copyright. Yeah.
Archuleta. For the guys who know who they are and what they want. On Archer, every profile has a face.
I'll admit, I'll show in behind the scenes. I took a jazz. Well, I really got the inspiration on my own, and then later I found out, oh yeah, I probably got it from them, or they did the same thing with the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere. But with these last 40 frames, what I did was I uploaded my frame that I created to Google VO Flow AI, and then I had it generate the frames. Like I did it at least like 10 times because they was all sucky. After working for hours drawing all the handmade frames, having the AI do, I was like, yo, nah, that is not it, bro. That is not it. I'm sorry. So then after like the 10th time, 11th time, I said, alright, I got an idea. I like how this look, it got it a bit, so I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna redraw over every single frame. So I found software, make sure it's not over talking. I found some software that breaks up a video into images, frames. Like you could put 12 frames a second, whatever. I put 12 frames to match what I was already doing, and then I put it on the tablet, and I went over every frame and redrew over it. Like it didn't have dots, black teeth, the horns was ass, the eyes was not how I was drawing the eyes at all. I had to redraw the eyes, redraw the hands, the pencil, because the pencil wasn't how I was drawing it in the beginning. So I redrew all the pencils, redrew the shirts, the hands. It was fun though. It was fun, because it was like having a guide point. I learned that pros trace every day. So since I'm a pro, I better get to tracing sometimes when the matter calls for it. Life is not about suffering, it's about progressing. But what will people do for that progression? One may ask themselves. A lot of cool things! A lot of horrible, deep, dark shit. Everything in between! Alright, on frame. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wait, what we doing? What we doing, partner? Alright. Let's keep moving, yeah, we seeing how this gonna be when it's completed. But we seeing way beyond that, it's more of a feeling, cause the revealing is not now, it's in the future, so what's now? I'm feeling happy, where's my crown? Let's get down to the ground and find what we lost, cause it was right there the whole time. So look to your side, look to the other, and see how you reside. Everywhere all at once. Oh, 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 oh. Gotta add some more frames, but this is not enough for me. Hey, 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 hey. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just need... Huh? No. Come on, keep my flow up. Keep the flow going. Come on. Remove frames. So then I should be able to hit right here and bang, extend it. You gotta like click 3. No. It is 2. The started off is 3, and then you have to go every 2. Every 2. Every 2. Nope. See? Sometimes it's... Oh, I wasn't on 3. Every 2. Every 2. Every 2. Every 2. It don't matter if I add extra. It's just a blank frame. So let's just go. Yo! Okay. That should be enough. We on frame 29. Is that true? Is that true? Is that true? Is that true? Ooh, it is true. Don't freeze on me. I know it's true. So don't freeze on me. I got the patience to wait it out. So don't freeze on me. I got the patience to sit here and wait. So don't freeze on. Don't freeze on. Don't freeze on me. My apologies for rushing you, but don't freeze on me. No, don't freeze on me. My apologies for rushing you. For rushing you. For rushing you. For rushing you. Don't freeze on me. Don't freeze on me. Ooh, ooh. Don't freeze on me. Didn't mean to rush you. Don't freeze on me. My apologies. Now we working together. Don't I see you? You working with me. Now we're working together. Ooh. Don't you see you working with me? Alright. Ending, that's what I called it. Okay. Alright. I think we basically got all the frames in there now. All of these got layers. Let me reveal all the layers real quick and show you how much work we've been doing since. Yeesh! Yeesh! Dots! Lots of dots! Of dots! We're going to have to line these up so they appear on the storyline correctly. Don't freeze on me. I will save this. Don't freeze on me. I'm gonna hit this save button. No, don't say you can't save. Don't say you can't save. Oh, don't misbehave. Don't say you can't save. Don't say you can't save. Please don't misbehave. Please save for me. Please. Oh, please save this project. I don't know what's next, but please save it for me. Please. Let's save it again and again. Whoa. Why is it saying that sometimes you can't save, but other times you can? I don't know what is going on, but I'ma keep hitting save in different locations on different hard drives, cause I'm going to survive. Say that on different hard drives, cause I'm going to survive. Yo, I don't understand. Don't do this to me, bro. Last time I had to say the spell to make it say the chant. Like, please fucking save this file. Oh, it didn't work this time. Save this fucking file. Huh. This is so weird. Okay. Let's change the name again. Final save 4. It's not letting me save, guys. Oh. It's not letting me save. I'm gonna play this for y'all while I try to figure this out. Play the ending. As I try to figure out why I can't save.
I don't know if you like a kiss. Sure.
But then when I go back, it's saying the save is there. But it's only 1.4 kilobytes. I don't trust that. That's not my save file. I did way more than 1.5 kilobytes worth of saved data. Like, what is going on? Anybody out there can help? I wish I could do a cloud save. Like, usually you can save it in the creative cloud or something. What's the publish settings? GIF. I want anything I can get. But don't publish though. Just save my stuff, please. I don't want to continue. Can I like duplicate the project up here? Huh. What does save all do? Let's do final done 3. Whoa, what is going on? Okay. Let me plug in this flash drive and see if I can save on there. I'm baffled to say the least. Okay. Let's see if we can save to USB port H. I'm telling you, if y'all's tuning now, this is the 3rd time I'm putting this project together. That's why I'm so like iffy on how things are coming together. I was finished and I hit the export and then it failed. And this was this is my part of my final for my class, and part of my final just for life. Like, it's about a boy whose pencil breaks and he grows up without art. Everything turns gray, but then things happen and the color comes back into his life. So I really want to get this out. Really do. I was able to turn in other pieces of work for my final for the grade, but I still want to turn this in and hopefully it still influences it. There's some digital paintings I did. She loved it, but she'll fall in love with this. Okay, let's see if we can save to hard drive H. Final done 3. No, see, it's something wrong. It's something up with the application. A different saving to a different file name or a different location. I'm doing all of those things. But let me try a different file name while I'm in H, because I did still do final save 3. Save me. His name is Save Me. No. Okay. We're going to figure this out. We are definitely going to figure this out. But I told her, even if I have to screenshot this, like I could screenshot this very well on OBS and not have to export it or anything. Just that I won't be able to go back into what I did. But that's a part of life too. A part of life, you can't always just go back and be able to change things around. It just is what it was. I just tried to use technology for how we presented it to ourselves. At least for another 5 minutes. Let me try to save this as something. Let me check my storage. Let me check my storage on my local hard drive. Okay. I found the corporate. I knew it was going to come to me. The corporate, I have no space at all on my local C drive. And that could be because I had 3 gigabytes free before I started this. So this must, in the temporary files, use so much data. So much data, even for temporary. So I have to find a way
Its full metal body is sturdy and
to
houses a high
get some
capacity
space.
lithium battery, which charges via fast charging ports or phone
Okay.
chargers and doubles as a power bank.
Let's get some
It can
space on
provide
here.
emergency charging for your phone. Whether
Yeah.
outdoors, cycling at night, or walking alone at night, carrying it makes things much easier.
See who it is. It's probably Brad.
If you're like me and you sit 8 hours a day on a shop chair, you want to make sure you have something that's super supportive. I mean, take a look at
Okay.
this wonderful
Give me
seat
1 second, guys.
And these wheels will glide over anything. That is why I trust Viper, because their chairs are super well built. They're made here in the USA, and trust me, I have never ever regretted a decision by buying from Viper.
Sweets had her tooth removed and it cost a lot of money.
Oh, I know. He told me when he dropped me off. Well, he told me that he was about to get it done today.
Alright, I'm back, guys. I think the tablet should be charged up enough to use again. Yep. And he had to get his dog tooth removed. And it cost $1,700 for a tooth removal. Whoa. If you want to be a dentist, go be a pet dentist. Forget people. 1 tooth. That's wild. Okay. I got this back on. Wait, so it's not a double mic? Yeah, he said his dog had an abscess in her mouth for like a month. And it kept ballooning up, so he took it to the vet. And they charged him $1,700. The dog didn't even cost $1,700. What the heck? Man. Not for me to Phantom. Alright, so what I have to do, I have to create some more space. Let's create some more space on this C drive somehow. I thought I did. I want to delete the temporary files. But I don't want to. That's what I usually do. Since it seems like this Animate Pro is saving a lot of temporary stuff. Because it's installed on another hard drive, on my G drive, not my C drive. So it shouldn't be affecting it at all. But it is. So I would make this all work out. I'm running this program called WinderStat that goes through the whole hard drive and segments things to show you what's taking up space on your computer.
10 grams of protein, 12 grams of fiber. They taste amazing. They are so filling. I love how nutrient dense it is. They also have
I swear I barely have anything on here. Let me click group by size. I could easily move that over there. My backup drive is like 6 terabytes. So I have some space on there. I don't really know what I gotta delete or move around. I'm gonna find that out now. Let's say my document folder has 18 gigs. What the heck in here is 18 gigs? Alright, WinderStat is still running through the whole computer to see. See, it's not even able to save the recovery. But now it just says saving for auto recovery. But it was fake. Okay. But yeah, we already know the issue. I'm all backtracking. I'm panic. I can't panic. Can't panic. It's not the Titanic. The ship ain't sinking. What the fuck was you thinking? Okay, I got it open. So let's go to the documents where they're saying it's 24 gigabytes in the documents. Comfy UI. That's 6 gigabytes. I need that. Okay, what else can I move over? Oh, this shouldn't be on there. Okay. I found something I can get rid of. Dang. It was something I downloaded on Google Drive to help with this. But then I wanted to put it on the backup hard drive. So let's see. Without further ado. Yes, that saved worked. Final save 4. Let's save it there. See, that was the issue. Gosh. Like I said, don't panic. It's not the Titanic. Don't panic. It's not the Titanic. And now when I look at them, I want to see how much gigabytes this. See? 422 megabytes. Okay, before... That's a lot. So me saving it on the desktop on the C drive, I shouldn't do that. I should just save it all on the backup drives because it's going to take up too much space. But then I'm not able to save again. So I'm going to go even to the flash drive I had and save it on there too. Okay. Yeah, this episode is about saving. Now I can move on. I'm about to turn on some Jason Sledge. Them talk about some esoteric stuff. I don't think he would mind. I need something to keep me going. Well, I have some things, but I want to keep y'all going with me. Where's video at?
The philosophers, theologians, and mystics of the ancient world developed a shared, though quite divergent, notion that the ultimate being, the one beyond all being, was in fact distinct from the being that created all of this, the physical cosmos, including the stellar and terrestrial worlds. That entity, the one responsible for the creation of the cosmos, was often noted as the demiurge in Greek, or the craftsman or artisan.
Yeah, this is, I've seen the Hermeticism version of the demiurge, not the Gnostic version of the demiurge is what he's going to talk about. Let's see what this is.
To the creative logos of Philo and proto-Catholicism, all the way over to the nightmare creator in the form of the Sethian demiurge Yaldabaoth and his demonic planetary archons. Yet one of the concepts of the demiurge stands out as especially...
Now we got to get these all in order.
...optimistic, even sublime, the Hermetic demiurge. Taken from the teachings of the synthesized teacher Thoth Hermes, the Hermetica taught that our human nature was fundamentally divine. One only had to realize that truth in the practice of reverence and ethical life. But in the pages of the Hermetica, we learn that the cosmos, too, is an expression of the beauty, the goodness, and the sublimity of the luminous one beyond all being. Far from being a prison guarded by a psychopathic demiurge of the Sethian Gnostics, the Hermetic demiurge is an expression and expresses the cosmos as goodness, harmony, and beauty, as an extension of the will and reason of that light beyond all.
Yeah, because you know how Gnostics, they always try to talk about how this earth was created as a different god from the main god, but it's a trap. So now he's mentioning how in the Hermetic philosophy, what the Hermetics was talking about was that it was actually a good thing for harmony and balance, which I think is a cool thing to throw in there. Because people always trying to preach fire and terror.
As the cosmos itself. I'm Dr. Justin Sledge, and welcome to Esoterica, where we explore the arcanes in history, philosophy, and religion.
Oh, there, I found it. Okay. Now I gotta time up the backgrounds. Ooh, so when it turns to gray, and when it turns to... So now y'all get to see at least some fun parts. I'm gonna have to hide.
As you might have guessed, this episode is part of my ongoing series on the ancient concept of the demiurge. That is, the secondary entity from a benevolent god to an ignorant demon responsible for the creation of all of this, the cosmos, inasmuch of the ancient philosophy, religion, and esotericism in the first centuries of the Common Era had developed.
So then right here, I need the one where he gets the pencils.
The origin of the demiurge in Plato, the demonization of Yahweh, the
And it has
Israelite
to
God,
go
by
back
their
there.
identification with the Egyptian god Set, the ignorant but ultimately redeemed emanation of Sophia of the Valentinian Gnostics, and his much more classically evil counterpart, Baoth or Samael, and the Sethian mythology. Further, we've explored the evil creator in Marcionite Christianity who is opposed to the truly divine God in Christ. In other cases, angelic creators who entrap divine wisdom in the theology of Simon of Samaria, and much else besides in this series. If you're interested in the history of the concept of the demiurge, make sure to check out those previous episodes in order to get a lay of the land for this one. But in this episode, I want to turn to what might be the diametric
picking up the
opposite
pencil.
position to those of the Sethian Gnostics, whose concept of the demiurge was
I'm gonna
marked
put
by
this
that
over here.
profound, chaotic, vampiric
So this is different. The
evil
pencil's
to
flying.
one of the Hermetic demiurge, marked as a cosmocrator of benevolence, harmony, beauty, and goodness. Indeed, this may be one of the most optimistic concepts of the demiurge in antiquity. Even the proto-Catholic demiurge, the divine Christ Logos, still provided ultimately over a fallen world, which would be ultimately purified and apocalyptic fire, whereas the cosmos itself is a kind of divine body, with space itself an extension of the divine mind in the Hermetic cosmology. So indeed, along with the Stoics, this may be one of the most optimistic metaphysics in the ancient world. But what was
I think
Hermeticism?
that this
It's extant in a
supposed to
substantial
be
collection of ancient literature, and Hermeticism expresses
over
an
here.
ancient Greco-Egyptian synthetic theory of salvation expressed in the language of Greek philosophy. It likely had its origins in the priestly Egyptian class. This theory of salvation taught that the human being was ultimately an expression of a luminous divine, which is the ground of all reality. But in the process of embodiment, the soul becomes enmeshed in erotic love, such that the physical body is implanted with all manner of daimonic astral forces, which become fate. They fate the body to dissolution. These daimonic forces ultimately delude us into taking physical appearances as real, as opposed to the true reality, that is, the expression of the luminous one beyond all being. Thus, through moral living, initiation into the Hermetic teachings, and especially reverence of the divine, one can ultimately purge these daimonic influences. One can obtain brief visions of the true divine nature of reality through our higher consciousness, our nous, and ultimately transcend the physical world to return to our
And then that's when the
origin
pencil flies
in
away.
the divine light.
So I need to
Now,
drop
I've done
that.
lots of content over the years on this channel. If you want to check out deeper dives into Hermeticism, Hermetic literature, and the transformation of
Alright, so we go
Hermeticism,
right here.
especially during the Renaissance and the early modern development
Pencil
of
fly.
the occult philosophy.
Okay, here it
Also,
is right
there
here.
are lots of really great
Yoink.
introductions
Let's grab
and
these
deeper dives
frames.
on Hermeticism across the landscape of ReligionTube, if you want to check those out as well. But
Let's
what
drag
about the
this over
Hermetic
here.
demiurge? Well, this is where the fundamental nature of Hermeticism as primarily
I'm gonna
a means
hold
of
that frame
salvation
for a
makes
bit.
telling that story a bit challenging, to be honest. Hermeticism was never a coherent, systematic school of philosophy. Rather, practitioners of Hermeticism seem to have employed Greek philosophical language to express ideas, but their fundamental interest was always, first and foremost, in salvation. In fact, the Hermetica often just mocks Greek philosophy as bandying around empty concepts which lack energy, as the texts have it. They aren't really philosophers, they're not really lovers of wisdom, but they are philosophers, lovers of noise, as the Hermetica has it.
Lovers of noise.
Thus, the Hermetic insists that we not lose the forest for the trees, philosophical deductions for the real point of it all, for salvation.
Don't leave philosophical deductions for the point of it all. Like, yeah, I got the point. This is what it all means. Like, no, this is still just another song. It's another song,
Indeed,
brother.
some texts just flatly deny any such demiurge could exist at all in the Hermetic system, while others insist that the divine Son is the demiurge. Son, S-U-N. This manifest conduit through the cosmos is, in fact, begotten, organized, and blessed by the divine light. So we're dealing with a polyvocal tradition where any discussion of specific positions or doctrines said to be held by the Hermeticists should ultimately be placed in the service of the ultimate aim of their system as much as it is the restoration of the human being as nous, or higher consciousness, back to the source of all such luminous cognition through ritual, education, morality, and above all, by reverence. And to be honest, this is all kind of compounded by what seems to be significant corruption in the Hermetic literature itself, especially some of the key Hermetic tracts that we'll be exploring in a moment. As one is studying the Hermetica, one becomes accustomed to a kind of metaphysical whiplash. There seems to be monistic and an optimistic core to the literature, which is punctuated from time to time with radical dualistic elements. One tractate will have the astral bodies, for instance, and the planets, the benevolent giver of gifts to humankind. Then, in just another tract, they seem to be evil, demonic entities all of a sudden, possessing the nooks and crannies of our physical bodies. In some cases, the physical cosmos is the beautiful and harmonious expression of the ultimate divine reason and will. Then, in other texts, nature is emergent from a moist darkness that entraps the divine human in flesh and blood and bone. What explains these tensions? Well, one possible explanation is that initiates were given a more dualistic teaching early on in the initiation process before the more true monistic teachings were revealed. Thus, we're simply reading documents at various points of the Hermetic initiation, which we know that there were graded texts, simply out of order of that initiation. The texts just aren't ordered the way they're supposed to be read. Well, the problem with this interpretation is that such monism, dualism, metaphysical paradoxes or contradictions as they might be, they actually show up not only between tracts, but inside of singular tracts as they've come down to us. And to deal with these problems, scholars have begun increasingly to see the Hermetic literature, including individual tractates, as the result of centuries-long, millennia-long editorial processes. For instance, Christian Wilberg sees evidence of a pompous yet barely literate, they tend to be the same, dualist astrologer's commentary on the text of Corpus Hermeticum 3, for instance, actually having been incorporated into the text as we have it. It's basically a commentary that's now been built into the text. Thus, what we're looking at isn't a singular unified text, but a kind of literary archaeological site with several, sometimes even contradictory levels. Even seemingly Christians commentarying in the text, mocking Hermetic beliefs, have been built back into the text, all conglomerated into the text and translations of the Hermetica as they've come down to us. Not to mention that what has come down to us has all gone through the filter of Byzantine editors, whose Christian sensibilities no doubt influenced what reached us at all. So, given all of that, what's the true Hermetic position on the demiurge or salvation? And what are later commentaries, glosses, additions, and alterations, even mocking abuse, now stranded in the text? The answer is, we don't totally know.
All right.
We won't probably ever
Halfway
totally
through.
know. One, because their spiritual commitments to salvation
you gotta
by
be
the
mad
Hermeticists
at the
seem to have been
table.
their priority, and not literary or even mythological, much less logical dialectical consistency. Further, until a true edition of the Hermetica is available, and one is in the works and has been in the works now for about 10 years, scholars and practitioners are going to have to wait to study and debate and negotiate with that text. So at this point, we don't even know what we don't know. Also, and this should give you pause for any would-be Hermetic guru out there claiming to have all the answers about Hermeticism. And in fact, this is one of the places where I really admire many of the contemporary practitioners of the Way of Hermes. They're attempting real fidelity to both the texts and to the spirit of the text, but they're also being radically honest about the fact that what they're doing is a good faith reconstruction. And in my experience, they're willing to admit what can and can't be known from the text that survive down to us. So any text or teacher or would-be Hermetic guru claiming to know the teachings of Hermeticism and the 7 Hermetic principles or some text revealed from Atlantis, that should be a big, bright red flag. Run. So I want to proceed being honest about the text as we're dealing with them in the Hermetic literature. That future critical edition is going to throw this very episode into disarray. But that's just the march of scholarship. It's admitting what we know and we don't know, doing our best, knowing that it'll be improved upon later. So, with all that said, I'm going to try to flag when I'm using a source that contemporary scholarship seems to believe that what we might be dealing with is a later gloss or an interpolation into the text according to where scholarship is now. And so, we're going to start with the best place to understand the Hermetic demiurge, the origin of all such being according to this literature, the Hermetic God. The Hermetic divinity is a kind of singular hyper-entity. Though, to be clear, the Hermetic mythology is primarily monistic. It isn't necessarily monotheistic. And either is the cause of nous or higher mind, or simply the higher mind of which all minds, all nouses, are an expression. The fundamental origin and author of all creation, the divine for whom the cosmos is a manifestation of divine reason, will, harmony, and goodness. The divine goodness is solely that which is good. There's nothing else which is good, because that's basically all there is.
If y'all just tuning in, he talking about the Hermetic version of the demiurge. Like Gnosticism talked about it being all trapped, but they just seen it as a different kind of song being told about the universe. And it was a kind of sense of balance. Then it's all over. It's all over.
It is a kind of hyper-entity. Beyond all predication, beyond all cognition, beyond all comprehension, beyond even the concept of being a monad, known only through direct experience via nous or higher consciousness.
Yep, direct experience is possible. All that stuff heard about in the cool Disney movies.
But this unity of all being produces a kind of paradox internal to the Hermetica. Some texts reject completely that there could be any kind of secondary creator, any kind of demiurge. But why? Because if they were two creators, they would compete in their creative process, the lower perhaps attempting to produce beings beyond the scope of its power. Further, the singular harmony of the cosmos is taken as proof for a singular author of creation. I mean, we've all done group work before. That all works out great. Thus, some Hermetic tracts deny that there's any such intermediate demiurge-like entity at all. But to appreciate why some texts do in fact introduce a demiurge into the Hermetic mythology, let's turn to some of those creation myths in the Hermetica. And here we face yet another hurdle. You having fun yet? A hurdle. There are several different creation myths to be found in the Hermetic literature. Well, why is that? As I mentioned, one of the core Hermetic values is that of reverence, or eusebia. But if the divine is invisible to our senses, how do we develop knowledge and reverence for that divine? If we've never seen or heard them, how do we develop reverence for the divine? Well, it's precisely by meditating first on the harmony, goodness, and beauty of the cosmos itself as a manifestation of the divine. In a bit of a Platonic way, our senses can ultimately lead us to noesis, knowledge through nous, or higher cognition if driven by our sense of reverence. Thus, the Hermeticists seem to have been interested in creation stories, several of which survive in a relatively small collection of literature, all things told, precisely in order to aid the initiate toward salvation by grasping how they themselves, the cosmos and the divine, are all linked into one vast and sublime totality. So let's turn to the most famous of those creation stories to get some sense of what the Hermetic demiurge may have made sense in the larger scope of this salvific idea. In both antiquity and since the Renaissance, since Ficino translated the Corpus Hermeticum and basically created a neo-Hermeticism, the Corpus Hermeticum I, the Pymander, has proven to be the most influential work in the entire Hermetic corpus. There we find who seems to be Hermes Trismegistus, receiving a vivid dream vision in which he communes with his nous, or higher consciousness, as a manifestation of that highest reality. In this revelation, and it's really a revelation,
yeah, I like how he put that. He said he just recognizing a part of his consciousness as a manifestation, as of another part of his consciousness. Like, that's the way it's able to talk and communicate. And think of... I had an example, but it went away.
Vision of the process by which the cosmos came into being in the first place. There we learn of the primal paternal light giving birth and communing with the divine speech as...
Yeah, it's like creating an animation, that's what I say. Creating an animation to study or to show something. Let me create this animation for these kids or for these adults so they can understand this concept. And it got the editors, the animator, everything up there. And then you receive and watch it. And you have whole other thoughts and ideas just from watching it.
Reason, or the logos. However, there also existed a kind of primal, though ontologically inferior darkness, which degenerates quickly into a kind of moisture.
This is coming up.
This may be a bit of an Egyptian idea. The logos draws the four elements up from the darkness, each finding their Aristotelian natural place in the cosmos. Earth and water at the bottom, air in the middle, and fire rising to the top. Humanity emerges from that primal father, and just in that image, gazing below at the watery depths. Humanity is the image of perfect beauty, of Nous, of the divine parent, and thus nature below erotically craves the image of humanity, and humanity, peering down into that abyss, falls in love with their own beauty and reflection. Thus, there is a willed descent, not a fall, a willed descent inspired by erotic desire in which humanity becomes enmeshed in nature, takes on a physical body, and because of this will, at least physically, comes to cease to exist eventually. Thus, this text has us that Eros is the cause of death. While embodiment is not overwhelmingly negative in the Hermetic literature, the natural body, the physical body, ruled by the forces of generation and corruption, will eventually cease to exist as such. However, the true humanity, the image of the primal light as Nous, it cannot cease to exist. It's eternal. It's God. Death is an illusion in the Hermetic philosophy. There's only dynamism, change. There's a never-ceasing pulse of energy since the beginning, as much as there was one. Thus, the task of Hermeticism is precisely to awaken this, such that self-recognition is correctly taken to be self-deification, or theosis. And much of the rest of Corpus Hermeticum 1 is just preaching to the reader.
Give me some time to think about
fact. Wake up from your
drunkenness. I haven't used some in a while.
Your God. And that would be that, aside from what appears to be an addendum at the end of Corpus Hermeticum 1. Seemingly connected to some of the sentiments we found in the other text, we now found a kind of secondary narrative, a second creation story in which another creative entity aside from the primal parent and logos are at work. Here we find a secondary Nous, a god of fire and wind, as a demiurge, as a creative power who rules over the whirling seven planets as lords who seem to be malevolent all of a sudden. They will prove to be the origin and receptacle of various evils as one passes back up to the world of light. And in other places, these planetary beings seem to take on a demonic aspect which infects the body and which must be shed as one's Nous returns to the primal light. This negative view of the planets is very much in keeping with the Sethian Gnostic idea of the planets as archons or cosmic prison wardens, something alien overall to the tenor of the Hermetica. Indeed, other Hermetic fragments, especially the Stopaean fragments 23 and 29, in those texts the planets are depicted as beneficent, providing gifts, boons to humanity in their descent to nature. Thus, such statements may well be later dualist, Gnosticizing intrusions into a more fundamentally monistic Hermetic ur-text. Thus is actually reinforced by looking at texts like Corpus Hermeticum 11 and Corpus Hermeticum 14, where we learn that the divine is by nature creative, having been creating since eternity. Thus, there is no moment at which creation begins as such, as in the Israelite myth to be found in Genesis, but is always already an eternal profusion of creative energy and activity. Thus, while the world may seem somehow phenomenally real, the creation is in no way separated from the creator, with all goodness in which the world is just an expression of that divine, beneficent creative power by direct creation by the divine via perhaps the logos, perhaps as a kind of demiurge. But again, here we have a strange combination of a secondary nous as a kind of god of wind and fire, or logos kind of conjuring things.
I just want to copy this frame and then make it go back and forth.
Something like a logos, but this later text may be a later intrusion. But what of the defects or the evils?
But it's like it's not copying the frame that I wanted to.
To us. They're only defects from our point of view, or simply natural changes by which novelty itself comes to be. Yes, development, change, and eventually
it's just going to be like, okay,
bad outcome
I'm going to go with that.
those of us who cling
Oh,
to
that's
God
what I
in
forgot.
existence,
Before the sparkles, the
but
paper.
they're nothing for the eternal mind,
Okay.
which we really
The paper
are,
needs to fly
and
off.
they're in fact grounds for new life.
Hey,
for new
Cosmo.
creativity
Kitten
and
coming up to say,
existence
hey.
itself. Thus, the cosmos is itself
Hey,
a
what's up?
secondary God, as the text has it, an expression of the more primal glory and perfection of the God beyond gods.
Oh, don't scratch me, girl.
14 offers the strongest rebuttal
Okay.
of the idea
The paper
of any
flying. Yeah, that's very
intermediary,
essential to the
demiurge or
story.
not, between the true
It's that
creator
somber
and the
moment.
cosmos. It in fact dismisses talk of a secondary creator or a demiurge as a flood of nonsensical chatter. Rather, the cosmos is the visible, apparent reality
It's the wrong
of
one.
the divine activity.
That's pencil.
And thus the
It
divine
literally
is
says
rightly known
pencil.
as God,
I'm looking
creator,
for
creator
paper.
and Father, as the font of all goodness
All right,
from
there we
beyond
go.
being. The
Copy
beginner
all
of
these
all that is,
layers.
and the benevolent caretaker of what is and what
Drag
shall
this over.
come. Even the more technically philosophical Corpus Hermeticum 2 tries to convince us that space itself is actually a diffused form of divine nous, or mind. This is a bit like the all-pervading logos fire of the Stoics. However, here, the divine is not to be identified with nous, but said to be the source of the existence of nous, though without any doubt one of the greatest and least appreciated of the statements of the Hermetic theology is to be found in Corpus Hermeticum 11.
So
Corpus
right
Hermeticum
here,
1 steals the show, but Corpus Hermeticum 11 is really
okay,
the tour de force.
really
from
needs
a
to be right
theological
there
point
at
of view.
239.
There we're told of a kind of
239.
cascading
239.
ontological
Yeah, I almost forgot about this
expression
whole
of the
chapter.
divine, such that God makes aion, or eternity. Eternity makes the cosmos makes time,
Right
and
there.
time makes birth. The sun, an image of the cosmos, and humanity, an image of the sun, such that everything is connected into one vast totality. Everything is replete with divinity. And yet, the divine is one despite our world of apparent multiplicity.
Apparent
that multiplicity is a
practice.
result of knowledge arrived at through sensation rather than through pure noesis. However, all things have their place in the orderly cosmos, even those apparent things. Indeed, the text enjoys the pun of the cosmos as the world around us, the physical cosmos, but also in the sense of to adorn, to make neat, to decorate in the Greek language.
Woo!
The cosmos becomes a kind of decoration for the divine. It's just lovely.
A decoration for the divine. This is an animated world, Tomation Studio.
Tarnished, and our physical bodies indeed something to be ashamed of, as Plotinus was ashamed of his body. Indeed, this
Probably
whole
was gay.
tractate can be read as a polemic against such ideas as a fallen, degraded, imperfect cosmos.
Let's not touch nothing.
And thus may be an
Hands up.
attack on early
It's freezing.
Christians,
Let's just
Platonists,
do what
and
it do.
Gnostics alike.
Process the math.
Indeed, given the perfection and beauty in the cosmos as an expression of the divine, there's no reason for it to ultimately be destroyed or judged or redeemed. Indeed, there's just no real death, simply the constant cycle of regeneration and destruction.
All right, we back.
Born out of the eternity, which is the image of the divine. Again, thus making the cosmos the visible dimension of the invisible creator. And by contemplating that beauty with and through reverence, it's possible for humanity to realize that they aren't contemplating something outside them, but God contemplating the divine self through the local region of that divine mind that is you and I. There is a you and an I.
I know.
Distinct.
What are those
It's no wonder
words?
that the German Christian mystic Meister Eckhart was saved from being condemned by the Inquisition by his own death, given that he uttered such truly hermetic statements as his famous idea that the eye through which I see God is the same eye through which God sees me.
Bang.
My eye, God's eye are just one eye, one seeing, one knowing, and one love.
One
The
love.
text even sails to
Oh, I like how you wrap that up, Dr. Sledgery.
Since nous just is
I like how you
what
read that
truly
up,
is,
Dr.
once
Sledger,
nous
man.
is
Thank you
not
for
local.
sharing, bro.
It's non-local. And thus one can be in faraway India just as at the same time as one can be in the sands of Egypt. It's all just nous. Our nous is simply a region of the singular divine nous. There are just moments in the bodiless imagination, as the text has it. We're encouraged to, quote, leap out of every body, go beyond time, become eternity, and then you will be conscious of God in this salvific process of theosis. Thus, in general, the Hermetic system seems to most often leave very little room for any kind of intermediate demiurge-like entity. There simply just isn't much metaphysical room, so to speak, for such an entity in the lion's share of Hermetic cosmological speculation. However, Corpus Hermeticum 16 seems to present the most important divergence in this respect. In this text, the divine Sun, S-U-N, the solar being, acts as the demiurge. This tract, written conspicuously in Greek, complete with Greek puns indicating that was the original language of composition, urges that this tract was never to be translated into that very language from its native Egyptian. Given that the Greek language lacks the metaphysical power of the cacophonous and empty Greek language, it lacks the energy as the text has it. Indeed, the text warns us that it's being written in such a way so as to hide mysteries so that only the wise will detect them.
Ooh.
I can't say that I did detect them, but maybe you will. We're then welcomed into the discourse with a prayer before a discourse then on the solar demiurge and various astral daimones now discussed at length. What we learn in this remarkable text is that the solar demiurge attracts everything to itself and doles out life-giving and sustaining energy, even reaching down into the depths of the ocean where actual light never reaches. In fact, the text seems to assume a kind of strange heliocentric cosmos with the Earth and the Sun perhaps tidally locked. With the other planets seemingly in motion, perhaps around the Earth, this is a bit like the 16th century solar system of scientist and esotericist Tycho Brahe. This unchanging, life-giving solar deity is also described at Stobian Fragment 21 as, quote, alone entrusted with crafting everything in the world, with ruling and with making everything. So another example of a Hermetic text with a solar demiurge. Also, the Aesculapius at 29, we're told that the sun is indeed a second god, governing all things and shedding light on all that are in the world, ensouled and yet soulless. Indeed, in Corpus Hermeticum 16, the sun is a kind of container filled with divine nous, a divine chariot enlivening the world and causing and nourishing all that is. Thus, the sun as a second god is a kind of container, conduit, and agent for the divine nous, or higher consciousness, the most ontologically primal, visible manifestation of the beneficent divine will, the visible divine light of the otherwise invisible, true divine light. Then, somewhat of an abrupt shift, we learn that there are various daimonic battalions between the sun and
done the
earth,
first two scenes.
Various natural disasters here on Earth, like earthquakes and wildfires and storms.
Now I have to add the drone.
You know, bad stuff.
And the ending.
Bad stuff. They also punish individuals
and make that little break
that
in between
gravest of hermetic
the
sins.
dots and the sparkle.
Irreverence. But they're
Moment
mixed.
of, like,
Some of them are
little
good,
breathing
some of them are bad,
silence.
and some of them are a combination of good and bad. But they're given a kind of governorship over earthly affairs. Indeed, we learn that at our birth, they burrow into our bodies, into the various regions of our bodies. Our bodies then, if left unpurified by reverence, ethical, and spiritual trainings, are little more than dreadful marionettes, set to dance by hordes of such beings infesting our flesh. Indeed, their control over earthly and bodily affairs is just what the track denotes as fate.
No, I like the
However,
pace.
Our nous is immune from the machinations of these daemones, and thus by learning to perceive through
So then it's going to
noesis,
transfer
through nous
to
alone,
color,
rather than merely through our
and then that's
senses,
when we get
we can
introduced to the
break
new
free of their
background.
influence and ascend back to the solar deity, beyond the planets, depositing into the daimones from which they came, kind of putting them back where they were, before finally returning to the divine light of nous beyond all being. Now, I have to admit that these daimones seem a lot like Gnostic archons. So wondering wonders if this material, even this whole tract, isn't just that later dualistic Gnosticizing astrologer mucking about in the Hermetic literature again. But to be sure, the association of solar power with divine beneficence and cosmic guidance is absolutely ancient and indigenous to the ancient Egyptians, between the god Ra and the nice idea of the Aten. It's the child of the god, a representative of the very principle of intelligibility in Plato. It's associated with divine reason and Stoicism. It's the mind and moderator of the universe, at the helm of the whole world for Iamblichus, and variously thought of as the Invictus, the Solus Invictus, the unconquered by the Romans, and associated with Apollo by the Greeks, and even wrapped up in some early Christian representations of Jesus as well. Clearly, the Hermetic literature is tapping the sun as a demiurge is perfectly in character and in keeping with the much wider religious and philosophical discourse of that day. Thus, it seems that this solar demiurge, as conduit of the divine will and reason, sustainer and harmonizer of life, and bestower of light and energy, it does seem to be an authentic depiction of the Hermetic
375.
And indeed, perhaps the most optimistic metaphysical theology and theory of salvation in the ancient world. I've included a list of resources for studying further the concept of the demiurge, Hermeticism, Gnosticism, and the description, so make sure to check those out if you want my sources and further reading. But a special shout out to Dr. David Litwa's work, especially his translations of the Hermetica and his YouTube channel, which you absolutely
I have a
to
video
check out
that's
if
going to
you're
be
interested
in between the
deep
scene.
dives into
So if
Gnosticism,
it seems
Hermeticism,
abrupt,
early
I have
Christianity,
something
etc.
that's going to
So
go in
make sure to check
between
all those out if
this
you're interested in
and
topics like these.
this.
But no,
Like it's going to sparkle,
we're not done
bang.
with the demiurge yet. I still want to explore
And
the
now
concept
it's
in
no
Middle
more-
Platonism and indigenous Egyptian religion and the Jewish philosophy of Philo.
It's no more
the Christian
small
development
guy.
of the concept, especially in Origen, who is one of my favorite early Christian theologians, and further track the concept into its own twilight until the end of the demiurge in Neoplatonism. So stay tuned and subscribe for much more demiurge content to come. Until then, I'm Dr. Justin Sledge, and thank you for watching Esoterica, where we explore the arcane
I
and
think you
history,
can't just like clear.
philosophy, and
No,
religion.
not like that. Hey, bring it over there. Come on, remove. Alright, there we go. Whew. We are getting there.
You should have went to my job and ate free tacos. You let me go to sleep. I'm corny and boring. I'm just saying.
Alright.
You are a precious little
There we go.
thing.
Almost done. You see now this one to change the color.
And you are loved every second of your beautiful little
Wait, it's some
life.
frames missing from the drone. I knew I drew some more, like,
You are
way
big
closer
and
to the window.
strong.
Hey. What kind of ad is that? Okay. Let's make so the drone comes in a little, not instantly, a little later. Whew. So that people can see. So that people can see what's going on for a bit before it just hops on in. I'm trying a new shortcut. Oh, that works. There we go. Need these frames. Hey. This. Doesn't work like that. Okay. Just one at a time then. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 spots over. So now this one needs to get pushed over 7 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this one, it's easy, just drop it off there. Woo! Oh, we almost at the finish line, guys. I'm confused. Wait, what did I do? Oh, it's this one. Excuse me. All right. I just got to figure out why this split is happening. It's supposed to be over top. I don't get what I'm looking at. Like, what is this layer? I can't see because of this thing right here. It's like, I'm gonna have to move it up here. All right, looking at drone copy. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. All right, it's not necessary. That's. I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. It's because I can't see. It's a pencil fly. Okay. So now I can put those frames back. I'll delete it. Okay. I still don't understand what's going on. Unless I need to move this back. Okay. I know what I'm going to have to do. Let's just redo. Let's redo this. Okay. So the problem originally The problem originally is that when you get right here, it's behind him. So what we want to do is take this frame, and copy it up here. So I'm going to do convert to keyframe, then it's going to stop right there, so I'm going to convert that to keyframe. And I can move that up there, convert to blank keyframe, and then move this up here. Yes.
Did you have any of your muffin?
No, you can have it. Come on, copy this up here just like we did before. There we go. All right. Mission accomplished. Then he disappears. Okay. And now I need the pencil. That's what this one was supposed to be. The pencil on the table. But I don't see the pencil. Like the pencil's supposed to bounce when dropped off. It's alright. We gotta look for that file. It's one where the pencil bounces. Faces turn gray. Pencils, pencil fly. Paper. Drone. I wrote pencil on table. I mean, I could do it again. Alright, well, until I find the pencil on the table, what I'm going to do is add the ending, which is right here. Grab those frames. Woo, we've been at this for 2 hours or more. We got this. Woo. Let's look at the unpolished version. This should be a good playthrough. Good playthrough. Right, let's get to the beginning. Where's the ending? And the guy disappeared. My guy disappeared before. Oh, it's freezing. Let it go. We're almost at the finish line. About to hit the good old save button 1,000,000 times. Hey, Jamina.
You need to record it 1,000,000 times. Then think about other ways you can get it.
Alright, let's see that last part again with the ending. And play some music to spark things back up again. Even though it's as alive as ever. So I'm
you can't
almost
play
done.
games on your phone good without our sponsor, OSNAP.
Come on. It ain't my sponsor. All right. Sheesh. Bang! We have arrived at the finish line. Thank y'all for being here. Whoever was joining, chilling. And let's hit that good old save button. 5 times before I even think of, and I'm gonna screen record with my phone before I even try to export. Cause I swear it's like one file infected all the other files. But this time we have all the files on different hard drives, different names, but it's all the same game. So let's keep up everything that we've been doing. Let's express the universe, as their medicine say. Alright, put that other save as that's on the local J drive. Then let's hit that other local save as that's on the documents. No, I'm not going to save in there. Let's just save like 2 of them inside of here. Then let's go back to make sure they say 400 megabytes and not 0 kilobytes or 15 kilobytes. That's what got me last time. Oh, it did save. And I look out like, wait a second, it was way more work than 12 kilobytes. Alright, 422. Reveal yourself. See, 63 bytes. That is not a full save. Let's do that again. Like, why would it do that? Now it does. Now it did it. No, it's still saying it. I don't trust that. Alright, let's save this on the flash drive. Here they're saying it's only 150 megabytes. The other one is saying it's 422. Yay, they trying to get me. They trying to get me, man. What can I do? What should I do? Hit save again. And then check.
What is transdermal detection?
145.
As our body
150.
processes alcohol,
That's
a
so
measurable
strange.
portion is emitted through our skin as a vapor. The SoberSure technology analyzes this vapor and accurately detects the presence of alcohol. Unlike blood tests and breathalyzers, SoberSure is non-invasive, non-disruptive, and gives you ownership.
Now it's saying 9
SoberSure
megabytes.
provides alcohol detection alerts and point location tracking.
It's this. What kind of game is this? What is this game? Alright, just hit saved again. Let's see what it is. 7.99. I've never even seen that number. Okay. Instead of exporting, can I export this to Adobe Media Encoder instead? Instead of trying to render it through this program. I think I have Media Encoder. Yeah. Open that up. We can send this file over to it. But I still want to get a good save in. One where I look at them like, that's it right there. Cause this save that say 422 megabytes, that was at 329. It's 426. I gotta pay attention to these times. And then the one that's at 424 is 150. So did it just go down? Did I like save space? Alright, I'm gonna check this one that I just clicked save as over. And now it says, now it says 202 bytes. Alright, let's check our storage. Let's check our local storage again. Yep, that was the corporate. It's back at 0 bytes. I'm like, no. If I would have tried to export that, guys, it would have fucked up. Sometimes you gotta think about thinking. Let's go back into our Windows stats. Like, do I gotta delete Comfy UI? Okay, let's see if it's another folder as big as the documents. Nope, it's not. Except for my app data. Dang, son. Alright, we're gonna have to move website tie over to the backup drive. That's what I could do. It's a folder I have working on my website. That takes up a gigabyte. I was working on my website. It takes up a gigabyte. Actually, 940 megabytes. That's what it says when I look at the other settings. It's crazy how different settings tell you different things in here. Like people guesstimating now, computers guesstimating. But we almost at the finish line. I thought we crossed it, but another dimension opened up. And we're still trekking along. Let me delete this. Now I gotta go to recycle bin. I am in the recycle bin. I'm deleting website time. I just wish that Animate told you, like, couldn't save file. Like, why does it still say save file if it didn't really save the file? It saved the part of the file. And then when you try to open it back up, it's going to say,
They're so
I
comfortable
couldn't.
and they're made from the
It's an
softest
error.
cotton material. And because it goes with literally so many different
That's
outfits,
the
I
noise.
actually never take it off. Our Black Friday duo bundle is now live, so go grab your favorite colors before they're all gone.
See, now I just saved it in this 276 megabytes. Let me make sure it actually. It's still saying I got. Oh gosh, come on. Alright, now it's saying I got 1.7 gigabytes free on my main drive, so this should make a difference. This should make a difference. Alright, this became a big episode about saves, but that's what it is. Okay, we bursting in through the door. You looking for the kitties? Okay, so it's saving in different areas is 276 megabytes. So I think that's where we at. I just did one more, and I'm doing one more in the G drive. Okay. Then check that G drive, because that saves pretty fast. For my comfort. Alright, 276. Alright, okay, we there. So let me record this with my phone. Go all the way to the beginning. Because I did this. We did this. I'm recording with my phone right now. That's why I see me like up against the screen and the camera at a weird angle. But I have to get proof that I did this because I don't know what's next. I should make the papers disappear off the table. But, trippy world. And I gotta turn this in. Bang! And I saw an error. Fuck. Not really an error, but the pencil is not on the table when it falls. Like that right there. Like that's very crucial. So I guess that's the last thing I have to do. Whew. Yeah, the pencil just disappears. We need a pencil there. Man, I'm just going to add it right here. No. Where's the pencil? Oh, God. Come on, let's get this in. Alright, hopefully this is this is the finish line. It was not letting me copy the pencil over. For some reason. So hopefully now I can make a new layer. Let's copy that sucker over. Yeah, boy. That's what we're talking about. There we go. This is the icing on the cake right here. I'm not lying down because I'm bored. I'm lying down because I'm physically had to rest my back.
Rocking the Equality Dollar Division applies.
And my
T-shirt
neck
is like wearing a secret handshake
but I
for
need
the
to
brainy
finish
squad.
this.
This tee's got that slick math symbol that screams unity over division, making it a must-have for anyone who's all about brains and heart. Perfect for coding marathons or chill hangouts. It's like the Avengers of tees, nerdy, stylish, and packed with meaning. Snag one now and let your wardrobe do the talking.
Testing your pitch.
Woo!
Okay, like do re mi. Can you do it?
Ooh. Almost there.
Do, do, re, re.
And I drew all of these frames by hand. So I'm making sure they get in there.
I'm doing it right.
Yeah.
I need another take of this. Do, do, re, re,
Hey.
fa, fa, so, so, so.
Yo, that was a commercial. Now it's finished, bro. Now it's done. Woo! Now it's done. We gotta lean to the left. I can't let the neck be stiff. I hit them saves. Alright, then we're gonna do another playback. And I really appreciate everyone for being here. or it was a marathon. Ugh. Let me record this. Woo! How was that one, guys? Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Cosmo came to say goodbye. Aw, you're purring. Hey. Yeah, it's a celebration. It's a celebration, Cosmo. I don't think I recorded the first glimpse before the sun came out. Let me make sure I record that. All right. Now, for the part where I export the video. This is the part I've reached before 3 times, 3 in the morning, right before class, and it has failed. Everybody is here right now, seeing that I have completed the project. I have screen recorded. I have done 5 different saves in 4 different locations. Now we will export, but I will not click video or media. I think that I'm going to try to see if I can export. Oh, yeah. Export to media encoder. Hey, what you doing? You're going at my hair. No, this is just exporting an image. Hey. I've been training her to climb on my shoulder. It's been working. I think the hair is a nice little treat. What, Jimmy Neutron? Yeah. Nah, just Polar Express is worse. How come I can't open this up in media encoder? Like, alright, let's see if we could do it like this. If I can open up a file on media encoder and open it straight. Nope, it doesn't come up. I guess it's only for After Effects and... Yo, kitty! Thanks for being a part of the celebration. Okay, a JPEG sequence. Okay. And then let's save it to this right here. folder on here. And let's see what happens. All right, it's exporting. Cosmo. Like right now, I can get up, walk around. She's not gonna try to get down. She chill. She chill. She chill. Okay, it's still exporting. It's still exporting. It's at 51%. Let's see if those nice images are coming through. All right. It's actually exporting all of the images. That's crazy because a fully produced station channel, I'll go risk add even more stuff to it. I gotta turn this in, and I have to finish my English paper. Then I'll be done for the semester. Still export it. 82%. 82%. 82%. Hey, where you going? Hey, where you going, Cosmo? Alright, I'm gonna end the video here. No. Just in case it messes up when I export the regular video. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna wait for this. It's gonna be done. I definitely feel my shoulder hurting. I gotta do some push-ups, some stretches. Crouching my arm up on the mouse for so long. %. I did that. I had a vision of being once at my dad's family member's house. Alright. They are exported. Let's check the video format. H.264. Let's do match source hybrid. High bit rate. We're going to save this on the J drive. Wait, how much space is on the J drive before I think about that? Alright, we got 14 gigs free on the J drive, so we're going to save there. See, start Adobe Media. Yes, please. Use Adobe Media Render. Create an SWF. I have to figure out what that is. I'm gonna let it go. Just saying I responded. I'm gonna let it go. And the finished version is going to be uploaded on the channel with the sound, with the intro, with the sound, with the intro. There we go. It's moving on. It's moving on. There we go. It's moving on. It's moving on. There we go. It's not drawn. It's drawn. No, it's not now. Yeah. I mean drawn in the Philly sense of the word. Like, why you trying to play with my senses? Why you trying to play with my behavior? But it actually is drawing all these scenes all together. It's drawing all the scenes all together. I thought it was supposed to send it over to Media Encoder. I don't see nothing over here. I don't see nothing over here. I don't see nothing over here. But as long as this working, I got nothing to fear. Alright, this was a major success. A major success. So I'm going to say 100%. Once that 100%, it's an extreme success. It's the Elden Ring time. I ain't played Elden Ring and died so many times to give up on other parts of life. I ain't died too many times in reality. Coming back. Give up, man. Uh-huh. 99. Don't waste all my time. Alright, and just like that, we are finished. And I am out of here. This was an awesome... How long that took? I don't know how long that took. No, 3 hours and 48 minutes. Golly. Thank you. It's a lot more Timation Studios in the future. Timation Studios is flying high. Flying high. We're not even taking over. If you want to work together, hit me up. We all in this. I'm out of here.